Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Saturday, and I want to thank you guys for joining me for another episode of From the Desk of Dr. Ron. I tell you, it is always an honor and a privilege to be able to come before you and offer up some of the things that are going on in my life. Because I know if it's going on for me, it's going on for somebody else, okay? And I hope you're able to glean some advice and some inspiration to be able to help you guys, with what you're going through, okay? I just want to keep doing it, putting it out there to help as many people as I possibly can. Well, as always, I like to give a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling in life together for 30 plus years. And out of the 30 plus years that we have been traveling, he has been a blessing to me as well as I have been a blessing to him. And I tell you, I talk about my mentor the way that I do for you all to understand the value of a mentor. Now, I have been blessed to have many mentors. I have mentors in the broadcast arena. I have mentors in the spiritual arena. All these mentors help lead me, guide me, and keep me on the path that I need to be on. And if I start straying to the left or straying to the right, they get me. They grab me and say, hey, come on back. You're going too far to the right. You're going too far to the left. So I encourage you to get a mentor so that he can be a blessing to you and you can be a blessing to him. Okay? So get a mentor and then call me and I'll help you get a show. All right? So you can talk about your mentor. All right. One of the things I want to talk about today, since we're talking about mentors, on this week, I've been dealing with, some phone calls and some issues and some things that have come across my desk. And the common theme of all the people that I have been dealing with is fear. People have dealing with things that break down simplistically to afraid. They're afraid of what they don't know. They're afraid of what could happen. They're afraid of, what the situation could turn out not in their favor. Well, let me just say this. If it doesn't work out in your favor, that's okay. It's all right. Every now and then you lose one. Every now and then you might lose two. But at the end of the day, the whole idea is to keep going and eventually you're going to win. I like to start out by saying, I encourage people because, I'm a mentor too, that, fear is not a fruit of the spirit. For those that read the Bible, understand the Bible, you understand that there are these things called the fruits of the spirit. And if you look at the fruits of the spirit, those things I like to call our benefit package. Like when you go get a job, and you ask the employer, what's the benefit package? What is it that I get? Like a salary is one thing. How many breaks, how many weeks or days do I get vacation? And what's my medical benefit package? So you understand those are benefits of being employed with that company, okay? So when you bring your life to the Heavenly Father, it has benefits. And some of those benefits are the fruits of the Spirit. There are others. You have to go through the book to try and find what the benefits of being in this life are, but I encourage you to do that too. But one of the things that you will notice is that fear is not a fruit of the Spirit. So it's not something that you want to grab hold of the fear and hold on and let it lead and guide your life. If I would have let fear lead my life, it's a lot of things I wouldn't have done in my life. Like I wouldn't have gone a lot of places, done a lot of things. I remember the very first time I went to Africa, I was telling my dad that I'm going to Africa. He said, well, why you going over there? You don't know nobody. I said, well, I'll know somebody when I get over there. I'll meet somebody. I'll have the opportunity to meet some new people, do some new things, and be in a place that I've never been before. Okay? Well, he was like, well, yeah, I hope you turn out all right. Well, that was my dad. You know, he had fear, and he had fear for me. But I didn't let his fear interfere with my opportunity to have an adventure. Wow. Remember that right there, adventure, okay? Because life is an adventure, and you want to have as many adventures in your life as possible. So I encourage you, don't let fear hold you back. Now, one of the things that was interfering with the young lady that was calling me, she called me several times this week, and her fear and her concern was all about what might happen, could happen, what people are saying against her. And I said, whoa, 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 calm down. The first thing is I'm going to tell you is that you have been a successful mother for 16 plus years. She had two children that are teenagers, one 16 and one 13. So 16 plus years, you have been a successful mother. And you've done good by your children. You didn't leave them abandoned, or you didn't treat them wrong. They're not in foster care. They're not in the care of the system. You fed them. You work hard every day. You put a roof over their head. You know, you provided them schooling, activities, all the things that a good mother should do, okay? And let me just say this. There is no right or wrong way to be a mother, or a father for that matter. You do the best you can. You do what you know to do, and what you feel that it will benefit them, give them the tools to be successful in life. So I had to build her up from the foundation to let her know that you have already done 16 years of a success story. So now the person that is coming against you now, they're coming against you because they're trying to get out of being responsible by paying child support that they haven't paid in 10 years. So now they say, well, I'm gonna take control of my children so that I don't have to, pay you no money. So that was like, really? You're gonna take this to court right now after 16 years? Come on, dude, really? So his motive is wrong. I can see if the mother really was an abusive mother, then everybody would be able to say, oh yeah, it's the best thing that ever happened to those children to wind up with him. But I got my fingers crossed at the end of the day that, he doesn't get control of them, because he's been an absentee parent, and he just kind of create chaos. So I had to reassure the mother that everything is going to be all right. And don't let fear be the ruling force that's making you lose sleep because of something that he might be saying that has no merit. Don't, well, they could believe this, don't worry about it. Just have faith that your 16 years and the evidence of what you have done will shine like a bright light, and everybody will say, okay, this is a waste of my time. Why are we here? Let's deal with some stuff that's, more pertinent and more important than this foolishness, okay? Because this is so transparent. You can see through it so easily that just let it go where it's going, okay? And don't let fear interfere with you. Now, I said all that to say that I'm sure that there's some people out here that have some issues, situations, and circumstances that have gotten them a little unrest, uneasy. They don't know, what's on the other side of door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. But the only way to find out is you got to go through the door. So I encourage you, don't let fear rule you. Don't let that be the thing that makes you afraid to open up the refrigerator and see what's in it. Because there's something in that refrigerator for you. Okay? If you're hungry, open the door. Go in. Find what you need in it. Some people have walk-in refrigerators. That's why I said go in. Go in there and see something that you like. And even if you don't like it, it's probably good for you. So eat the broccoli, okay? Eat the asparagus. Eat the things that are good for you so that you can be healthy and strong enough for whatever 2025 has to offer. So, I feel like this is very timely. It's the beginning of the year. There's going to be many things that are going to come your way, and you need to embrace them, challenge them, and come out on the other side victorious. Okay? So I hope that helps somebody on today. Life is not always a bed of roses or a box of chocolates, as Forrest Gump used to say. So you got to deal with the good with the bad. Everybody's got something going on, okay? So if you've got some friends or neighbors that are going through some things, encourage them. This is your turn to encourage them. Don't be the one sitting on the sideline talking about, dag, I wish I would have said something to encourage them. Because when it's your turn to be encouraged, you want to have planted the seeds of encouragement in somebody so that it'll come back to you. It may not come back from the hand in which you served it up, but believe me, all seeds take root and they all come back, okay? So I hope you all are having a warm, if you're in Chicago, a warm, blessed day, because it's cold outside, And if you got to go out there, bundle up all that money you spent on them fur coats. Now it's time to use them. It's January, and it's been cold all over the place. On the East Coast, Midwest, on West Coast, they're dealing with disaster greatly. We got disasters everywhere, okay? In the South, it's dealing with cold snow. I saw somebody put a snowman up on social media in Atlanta. Now, Atlanta don't usually get enough snow to make a snowman, but they made a snowman in Atlanta, okay? So it's cold in Atlanta. So, and they ran from Chicago to Atlanta, and now they dealing with the same Chicago weather in Atlanta, okay? So just letting you know, it's everywhere. Some things you can't run for. And, shout out and blessings to all the people in California that have been dealing with these fires. I saw a picture on social media. A photographer was sitting in a position where it looked as though the fire was coming down the road like a volcano overflow. Just fire coming down out of the mountain, straight down that road, destroying everything in his path. So that to me is a disaster that people are going to be suffering from. I know a lot of people in the entertainment industry that have lost, their memorabilia and the stories of their life and the adventures of their life, but yet they have their life. So my prayers go out to each and everybody that is suffering. I was talking to one of my associates and mentors, Lee Michaels, and he was telling me that the wind and the smoke and all of those things are blowing into where he's at. and we got to talking, and I reflected on to him about when COVID first started. One of the first things I did, I didn't wear a KN95 or an N95. That was not my forte. I went and got a 3M mask, gas mask, with pink powder puffs on the end, because the filters on those powder puffs, I call them powder puff, on those filters was double filtration to keep germs out. So he immediately went and looked up where he can get one. So I hope he gets one so that he can prevent all of those hazardous chemicals from getting into his lungs, because he's kind of old. And, you want to try and have people safe as possible, okay? So shout out and blessings and prayers go to all the people in California that have survived. Just keep the faith. Have no fear. You shall survive. Property can be rebuilt, but once life is gone, that's it. Okay? So you be encouraged. I want to invite you guys to come join me each and every Tuesday. We have a show each and every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Ask Dr.Ron show, where we interview guests. This week's guest coming up will be Major Bester. He is also a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. We're doing a series where we're interviewing all of the recipients of this award in 2024. I want people to hear their story. They are heroes and sheroes in our community, and I want you to hear their story so you understand, things about them that you might not have ever known before. So join me and hear these stories as we continue to do these stories, okay? I want to invite you guys to join me also on my website, askdrron.com. When you get over there, I want you to check out all of my advertisers. These are some of my advertisers. We have more on the website. Go to the website, click on any of the banners, and it will take you right to their site, okay, where you can investigate, have questions, ask questions, get in contact with them so that you will be able to investigate what they do, and so you can take advantage of it. I want to invite you guys to join me each and every Wednesday for the Noon Report. Street News Now Noon Report. You can pick it up right here on YouTube, where you can come by and hear my news commentary for the week. We talk about what's going on, in our community and how it affects our community. So please come check it out. All right. And also every Saturday right here at noon, we don't come before you long, but we just want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on. Okay. We're going to be bringing back the Black History Moment each and every Sunday. That's something that people have been telling me. We miss that. We like when you talk about the heroes in our past. So we're going to be bringing that back. That show is coming back, Black History Moment, each and every Sunday. Now, as always, I like to encourage you guys to make donations. Please make donations. These are all the ways that you can make donations. I need your help. I need your support. Please make contributions. I want to thank all those that have made contributions up to this point in time. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. And while you're here, please subscribe, like, and share. Hit that subscribe button, like the show, send it to somebody that might enjoy it. Well, we're going to get out of here. I love you, appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you guys on